I'd like to share with our audience here today why is it the fuel prices and power prices in the Philippines is higher compared to our neighboring countries. As you know,
Okay, mga kamads, mga kaibigan, before we hear his answer, kasi itong sasagot niyang ito, it relates to everything, or at least yung good portion ng problema natin sa langis at sa energy, ang sasagutin ni Sir Ramon and it relates to a certain country. So, tuloy na natin.
San Miguel and Petron is in Malaysia. In Malaysia, the prices of gasoline is 20 pesos per liter. In the Philippines is 60. Reason, Malaysia subsidized 1/3. The other 1/3 is taxes. Philippine government impose taxes. And our neighboring countries don't impose taxes.
So, subsidy, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, is basically yung tulong na nanggagaling from our government, whether it's cash or indirect. Okay? Some countries are reducing taxes or making it zero for people like yung sa mga energy sector nila, kaya sila mababa, okay? Kaya affordable yung gasolina sa kanila. According to the same speech ni Mr. Ramon, yung mas mababa pa sana yung dito sa Pilipinas. But because of the lack of subsidy and taxation, kaya medyo tagilid tayo, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan. Now, tuloy natin.
I think our country's market force compared to our neighboring countries. Our neighboring countries are still subsidizing heavily on fuel and power. Why are they able to do it? Because Malaysia has its own oil production. Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam. Our oil production is only 6,000 barrels per day, compared to our neighboring countries average 1 million barrel a day. That's why they can put in subsidy. Philippines, we don't have oil, but we have a very big reserve in West Philippine Sea.
In West Philippine Sea.
That's why they are very interested on the Philippines.
Who is they, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan? Sino ba yung pinatutungkulan dito ni Mr. Ramon? And our topic for today will be revolving around that. See, yung West Philippine Sea na yon, yung EEZ na yon, yung napanalo natin sa Hague Court na sa tribunal ay napaka-importanting bagay doon for the longevity of our country, mga kamatis. It's not just political eh. It's not. It's our survival. Nakatutok doon. Kasi yung EEZ na yon has oil. If we can manage to somehow harness that, edi mababawasan ang problema natin dito. And ngayon, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, in tangent with that problem ngayon, ang China has imposed a fishing ban. According to this news article, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, ng galing sa Philippine Star, etong 4-month ban ng China has been around since 2001. Okay, even though tayo yung nanalo sa Hague Court, binaban pa rin nila tayo gamitin yung ating exclusive economic zone. Ayan. The Chinese government refuses to recognize tribunal hearing which also affirm Philippine sovereign rights over exclusive economic zone. So from 2001 hanggang ngayon, walang kapalag-palag ang Pilipinas. Kailangan magpasalamat tayo sa mga tao like si Pangulong Marcos and si House Speaker kasi pumapalag sila. They understand what Mr. Ramon ang is saying. That's the point of why we're having this conversation. Kasi yung West Philippine Sea na yun, sobrang importante yun. And protecting our fishermen from the harassment of the Chinese government is totally important, mga kamatis. Ayan, no? 2001 pa yan. Sino ba yung presidente ng 2001? Mabuhay ang mga diba? So, can you just imagine, nung 2001 pa to, and we're having so much dialogue, wala naman nangyayari. Ayan, no? Stressing the Chinese fishing ban in the SCS, which includes part of the West Philippine Sea, has been illegal since it's first implemented in February 2021 2021, the Philippine Navy maintained yesterday that such rule violate international law. Kasi under UNCLOS, we are the one that's supposed to use that EEZ na yan. Kasi nanalo tayo sa korte, sa international court. But China doesn't yield to that shit right there. So ang best way na ginagawa ng ating gobyerno through the leadership of our President and si House Speaker Martin Romualdez is to at least paglaban natin yon finally.
Exclusive economic zone.
Kita
The
nyo
armed
to.
forces confirmed the ship dubbed as the Monster.
Ayan no, yung one of the biggest Chinese Coast Guard ships are manning yung ating EEZ. And sabi nila, manghuhuli daw sila dyan. Ganon katindi yung nangyayari ngayon sa West Philippine Sea. Again, this is to assert dominance na naman, and which is very sad kasi ang naapektuhan dito yung mga smaller fisher folks natin. Kasi nga, sinasabi ni President Marcos that we are not yielding anymore. And I do not intend to yield PH Maritime Domain kasi it's very important. Not only is it important for energy purposes, sabi ni Mr. Ramon, but also for our fisher folks na kumukuha dyan ng kabuhayan. So this is very vital. Mas importante, well, para sa akin, mas importante pa doon sa mga nangyayari sa Senado ng mga awayan at politika na yan. Kasi at least dito, the lower house and the executive office is, executive branch of our government is having the same, kumbaga parehas sila ng tugtog dito, parehas sila ng huni na protektahan yung mga mangingisda natin. And I'm so passionate about this, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan. Kasi alam ko, marami sa inyo ang mahilig sa sardinas. Paano naman makakabili si Tito Mars ng sardinas kung hindi tayo at least magiging aware sa ginagawa ng panghaharas ng China sa atin. Okay? Pakinggan natin si President Marcos dito.
Renders our nation whole.
Teka lang. Ulit.
The life-giving waters of the West Philippine Sea flow in the blood of every Filipino.
Exactly.
We cannot allow anyone to detach it from the totality of the maritime domain that renders our nation whole.
Kikita nyo, what if yung isang country like China imposes their will on us? Sabi ng China ganun, huhulihin namin kasi nga may ban to protect this yung South China Sea na yun na sa yung maritime life doon, yet they create islands that actually ruins artificial island that ruins yung maritime life doon, di ba? It's ironic for this country na ang ginagawa lang nila, binabox out lang nila yung mga maliliit natin na fisherman. And I'm really glad that meron tayong matatapang na leaders like si President Marcos. And kailangan kasi tumapang na tayo, mga kamatis ko. Sigurado, gago ka ba? Gago ba kayo? Tuloy natin, Pangulong Marcos. Oh.
As President, I have sworn to this solemn commitment from the very first day that I took office. I do not intend to yield. Filipinos do not yield.
Yes.
Ladies
correct.
and gentlemen, we are not
We do
only
not
unyielding
yield.
in protecting our patrimony, our rights, and our dignity as a proud and as a free country. We are
Marcos, I do not intend to yield PH Maritime Domain. Dapat lang talaga because it is ours. And anyone who's imposing from our own EEZ should be castigated by the whole world. I know we are a small country, pero pumalag naman tayo. If hindi tayo papalag, wala na. How can we even face yung ating next generation kung lagi lang tayo magpapabuli? Okay, si Speaker Romualdez naman, pakinggan natin siya.
The Philippine government in his bow day as the country observes National Fisher Folks Day.
National Fisher Folks Day pang today. Alam mo yun?
According to Speaker Romualdez, the president will do everything in his power for the welfare of our fishermen and in their pursuit of their livelihood in the nation's exclusive economic zone. Despite the threats of China warning to arrest foreign trespassers in the territory.
Ang sakit-sakit yan marinig that your own fisherman na nasa EEZ mo naman or your na napanalo mo sa korte is going to be taken into custody and be jailed for 60 days without trial. Walang hearing-hearing, kukulong tong mga to for 60 days, 2 months. Di mo nga alam kung makatao yun di ba? Kung makatao yung tatrato nila dyan. And all because of what? Nakakainis, grabe. Buti na lang, talaga, na nalaman natin tong mga to. Yung campaign ng government, I think kung meron silang magandang ginagawa ngayon, eto yun, okay? Sabihin nyo na lahat ng kalokohan ng gobyerno na to. Pero when it comes to the policy sa West Philippine Sea and fighting back against the Pogos, at least doon we can all agree that it's very good. Okay, sige Sir Martin, tuloy nyo na po.
They claim as theirs, the Philippine government is not standing still or staying put, given the fact it is Chinese who are illegally entering our maritime waters and exclusive economic zone, as clearly defined in the provisions of the United Nations Convention on the Laws of the Seas, or UNCLOS.
See, ganyan ka-importante yung West Philippine Sea na yan. Take it from 3 leaders, from Sir Ramon Ang, from President Marcos, and from House Speaker. Take it from them, how important this is, and protecting this means protecting our sovereignty. Mga kamatis, mga kaibigan. O yun lang naman, sana nagets nyo yung ating content for today. Happy Fisher Folks Day po sa lahat. Gege mga lods.